As a girl who's been through many makeup looks, this is one that I just keep coming back to. It's really simple, really easy. It's mostly drugstore products. If you want to see how to achieve this kind of look, then keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Like I said, in this one we're going to be doing simple, clean, glowy makeup look. This is about embracing our skin, embracing our imperfections. So the first step to this, and really important, is skin prep. So you need to make sure that your skin is nice and moisturized and glowy for this makeup look to really work. Give your face a nice wash before, pop some moisturizer on, a bit of serum, and then you'll be ready to start applying the makeup. I'm going to start by using this Sculpt and Hold Brow Glue from 17. Oops. This makeup today is really about enhancing your natural features, just what you're blessed with. Even if you're blessed like me with a lot of redness on your face, acne scarring, or if you have the most clear skin, both options deserve to wear a nice natural fun makeup look. My skin has honestly been through such a journey since I was about 17. That's when I developed really bad acne. When I say really bad, looking back, it wasn't too awful compared to what came later. I had real problems with my skin, and I had real problems with accepting that I had problems with my skin, and I was put onto the pill for it, which I was then on for about 5 years, and it did clear my skin up, to be fair, but then it just kind of left me not feeling my best. I decided to come off it, and that's when things really took a turn for the worse. I'm going to use this eyebrow pencil from Revolution to fill in the sparse gaps. When I came off the pill, I had probably the worst hormonal acne I've ever had in my entire life. I decided to just try and battle through. Unfortunately, I was just at a loss, and I was using so many different products that probably just weren't helping my skin whatsoever. But I feel like in the last year, my skin has massively improved. Obviously, I have a lot of scarring and like redness. I don't even know what this is. I just woke up with it this morning. This whole kind of skin journey has really taught me to embrace my natural features. And this kind of makeup look I just stopped doing when I had really bad skin. Even if you have acne, it doesn't matter. It's just a part of you, and it's something that can't be helped. This is your sign to just embrace your skin no matter what stage you're at. Brows, I just kind of want them to be fluffy and full. But I forgot to mention at the beginning, this makeup look has no foundation to it. If you're new at makeup or you don't want to wear foundation, this will literally be perfect for you. So next I'm going to go straight in with my bronzer. I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. I like to use, is that a better word? I don't know how you would describe this kind of brush. Not anything too dense. Swirl it around and then start to pat it straight onto the skin and just blend it in as best I can. This makeup look for me is not at all about coverage. It's more so, one, to add a bit of colour back into my skin because I am quite pale. Two, just to enhance natural features. For me in the winter, I really like to do quite like a full coverage look. And then come the summer, sometimes it's just too hot for all of that. And I'm a sweaty girl, but I'm kind of trying to just embrace my natural skin and not be afraid. I mean, I say not be afraid. I go to work every single day not wearing the slightest bit of makeup. Like, I'm not somebody who has to wear it to go out to be confident, but I just feel a bit better with some bronzer on. And because I'm quite pale, I'm just gonna add the bronzer to my neck. Next, I'm gonna use the Fenty Cream Blush. This is in the shade Strawberry Drip. I will not be showing you the inside of the pan because it is a biohazard, to be quite frank with you, but it's one of my favorite blushes, so it's the one I'm going to use. I'm just going to mainly focus it here because I feel like it gives you a really nice kind of fresh, youthful look. Guys, is 26 still youthful? I mean, I always say that I still feel like I'm 12 years old and I have no idea what I'm doing, but unfortunately I have to work and manage a life for myself, which just doesn't feel right. Okay, blush is on. I'm just gonna go, and stop saying that. I'm gonna go over the bronzer and blush with a sponge and make it look and feel a little bit more natural. Next, we're gonna do some cream highlight. I'm gonna use the liquid highlighter from Made by Mitchell in the shade Champagne Spray. I just love using this even sometimes without any of this, like just on the face, because it gives you such a lovely glow. So I'm just going to do 3 dots, and then you have to work very quickly with this because it dries significantly quickly. Once I've tapped that in, I'm going to use the beauty sponge to again make it look like a part of my skin. Doing makeup like this just reminds me how adventurous I used to be with my makeup. I'd say nowadays I lean more towards this kind of makeup and the makeup I did in one of my previous videos. Interesting to see how makeup changes over the years. So I'm just going to set all of the creams that I put on my face with powder. For bronzer, I'm going to use this Glow and Define bronzer. This is from Boots. It's in the shade 10. Good makeup doesn't have to be expensive. Especially in the past few years, drugstore makeup has definitely made a huge resurgence. I remember back in the day, it was brands like Sleek were absolutely massive. Do you remember the Sleek highlighter palettes? I definitely had one of those. Makeup Revolution, I remember I had the eyeshadow palette. Nails by Soph. She had an eyeshadow palette and a highlighter palette. For blush, I'm using this one. It is really nice, but it's completely, everything's rubbed off, but it's very pretty pink. Blush is probably the best step for me. Also, just notice this red mark on my face. Most of the red marks are natural, they're always there. This one is from my glasses at work all day because I've been working really hard, and they are just on there and they're quite big. I have quite a small nose, so just ignore that. Now for highlight, I'm using this Highlighter Reloaded by Revolution in Just My Type. And as I'm doing this lovely spring makeup, the sky is black outside. It's just not giving spring summer. I do like to put a bit of powder underneath the bronzer and blusher. I don't like to put too much. Also, that was the Morphe translucent bacon set powder. I don't like to leave that on for too long. Next step I'm going to do is to actually powder my face. Now I'm not wearing any foundation. I like to use a fluffy brush and just gently powder my face because I do feel like it dims the redness a little bit, and then that's literally been on in the time that I've done that, and I'm just gonna gently wipe it. So that is your base done. Super easy. But now we're gonna add some mascara. I'm using this Wispify False Lash Mascara from Revolution and a dirty old eyelash curler. You know the drill if you've seen my previous video. Just want to kind of bring it back to confidence in yourself no matter what phase of life you're in. In the last few years, I've really kind of come into myself, and maybe that's a sign of aging, maturing, growing up. I just feel like there's so many girls out there who are probably in my position of where I was years back. In high school, I had no confidence whatsoever. I thought I was the most hideous, ugly thing in the world. As my confidence has grown, I've really been making up for lost time. Honestly, the things that have helped me get there is just absolutely rejecting any kind of beauty standard. And I don't believe in any kind of, you have to look like this to be beautiful, because there's so many women in my life I think are the most beautiful women I've ever seen, and every single one of them is so different. They're beautiful because of everything about them, if that makes any sense. I've tried to just start thinking that way about me. Now for lips, I'm using this Fenty traced out lip liner in the shade 01 Riri. I don't like to go in with too much. I like to use a very light hand, so I'm not going to talk for this because it never works out well. Can you hear my throat? It's making weird noises. I'm very hungry. I've just come home from work and I haven't had tea yet. Now I'm gonna have a pizza, and I'm having a Hawaiian pizza. Let me know how you feel about that. So I literally don't want any more than that, and I'm gonna blend it in with my finger. For lips, I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I think it's a lip balm. It's really nice. This is just to give our lips a little bit of colour and shine. There we go. Final step, guys, is to bring the glow back into our skin. So you can use any hydrating, I can't speak. It's been a long day. Any hydrating, glowy setting spray. I think I said that right. I'm using the Wee Cherie setting spray from the Beauty Crop. Just gonna protect the mic. I do put loads on. Also, a good tip is if you're doing your skin prep, after you've put all of your products on, put a little bit of setting spray on afterwards. It gives you a really nice glow and a nice base. And just like that, we are done with the makeup. This is a look that I'm definitely going to be doing all spring, summer, and even with my acne scarring, redness, everything, I still think it looks really nice. This is your sign to embrace your natural complexion and not be ashamed of it at all, because there's nothing to be ashamed about. So I really hope that you guys like this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Please like this video and subscribe if you wish. I'm not forcing you, but it would be nice if you did. I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.